And where are they? Because I didn't see any papers.
They're on the internet.
You guys have them all electronically somewhere magically?
Yes.
So what do we need to do? Do those need to be sent to me in order for me to print them out? Because what I envision is then I want these printed out and I want the site directors to collect them and put them in their planning binders.
Frogton, can you guys just put yours in our Google Doc?
Yep.
Okay, so FrogCon's gonna have it in their Google Doc. What about everyone else?
We're putting ours in Google Doc.
You want to do a Google Doc? Okay.
Yeah, we have a Google Doc. I think I don't have your email
I
though.
could. Okay.
But you can just
I
like
could email it.
Okay, then site directors, that's one of the things that I'm going to look for in your planning binders. So sometime or another you can bring up your Google Docs and print them out, but they need to be hard copy into your planning binder in order to transfer from planning into your program binder by week. So then you have that sub binder, so then anyone can do those activities. So all those things are there. Yes.
If we want things printed here, do we just email it to you to print it, or can you
Yes, but please tell me that you want me to print it. Some people turned in some, and I didn't know if you wanted me to print it or if that was just for me to know or see. So just tell me if what you need to be printed, or if you're just turning something
Yeah,
in to me.
right. I think she's
So, yes, we do have an open computer too. FYI, Spencer, our person that was going to take Charlotte's spot, had a family emergency or something that resulted in him no longer being able to accept the position. We found out late Friday and had it confirmed this morning that based on what had happened or whatever, he's still choosing to stick with that decision and not have a quick response to whatever's going on. So, I would like you to meet our coordinator and the director of the program right now, and we're evaluating from that point forward. We're just gonna stick with that for right now until there are multiple plans and things in our heads, and we're just gonna have to see what filters out. So,
We don't need a third person.
no.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you two are great enough as it is.
Aww. Chance it. We just had a moment.
You got my support.
Okay, back to the skill guides, site directors. Get those put in your binders. Staff, send them to your site directors. Do not, I want names on them. I will be looking for them, and this is like building our trust here. I'm trusting you to make sure that they are done and in the binder. Because the lack of eye contact or the look in your face, I can go around right now and tell you who's got it done and who doesn't have it done. And it was supposed to be done today. So please make sure to turn them in and get them done enough to be in that binder. Because we are going to be using them. Yes.
What if two of them are the same?
What does that mean?
Like two the same.
Like you each within your group?
Yeah, just wondering.
Well, I would, let's make that not happen. Then someone has to own that one, because that's the one that they're going to do, and someone else has to do another one. Paper, rock, scissors? Oh. But everyone should own separate ones, separate skill guides and separate lesson plans. Do you need a moment to confer and make sure that we're all on the same page? Site directors, do you feel comfortable and understand what the expectation is and that you'll get that from your staff? Yes. Okay. There were no questions about the skill guides? Okay. For 6 people that I have that want to tell me about what went well with communication or leading an activity out of the sites last week or this morning. Chaz.
Porter, I talked with Porter Dawson's dad. Like he's just like talking about like how it's nice to see me back and stuff. And then we talked about how well Porter's been doing since kindergarten, even.
Yeah.
And like how it's helped out that he became friends with other students as well. So it's like calmed his anxiety down, I think. Made his time more enjoyable.
Awesome. Good pair communication, building on a previous relationship that was there, and still talking about goals and moving forward. Nice. Kate.
So Kendall and I and Eddie had an idea last week. Our kids are always super crazy because we do snack first, which we didn't think worked very well. So we decided when they came in on Friday and they were all like, because it was Friday, we just put them in the gym right away and played like tag games for like 15 minutes and then did snack, and they were just like,
They lined up right away.
So
It was
calm.
crazy. Complete 360.
That's awesome. Nice. Nice way to challenge it and figure it out. Make the routine work with you instead of disciplining it out of them. Michelle.
Wade loved Virtue this morning and it went well.
Yay, Wade!
I don't think it went so well.
Why don't you think it went well?
I don't know. I could have done better, I think.
What would you do differently? Everybody
The
does
talking
it.
ball
So,
went well.
Yeah.
so.
huh?
The talking ball went well.
The talking went well?
The talking ball.
Oh, okay.
Like you pass it to, and then they're the ones that are talking.
So
Ah.
sometimes some kids like to throw it harder.
So a little bit more of a preemptive conversation on how to throw the talking ball correctly. Okay, that was 4, 3, 4.
We'll go. So during Virtue, Riker's usually very, Rikerish, I guess. So I had a talk with him, and he said it would help if I did Virtue with him separately. So in the mornings, Brandon or Joanne have been doing Virtue, and then I would like take him into the hall, and we'll do our own, and then join the group again. He's been doing a lot better.
Awesome. Nice. Way to meet him where he's at. I saw a hand over here. Okay.
I talked to a mom on Friday afternoon about like day camp and asked her if she was like doing day camp this summer, and she told me no because last summer she had some problems with like bullying and stuff. And so I was like, so then I had a conversation with her about like how she ever experiences that here at Northwoods to come talk to me about it, and I'll try to like make changes and like figure it out. And so I think it was like a good way to like come together about like missed past.
Because that will happen. You're going to get put in an awkward situation with a parent where they're going to touch base with you about a previous experience or those types of things. And without really knowing the history of it, there's a successful way of having that conversation without throwing anyone on the bus and making it a professional one and moving forward and past that. Nice. One more. Peer pressure. I need something from over here. Maddie already kind of talked, so now it's this table. Garrett's definitely not making eye contact.
I led games this morning in the gym, and I went well.
Okay, what games and why?
Well, they gave me 3 options, and fishy won, and then we played toilet tag, and they had free time for 5 minutes.
Awesome. Okay, remember, every day, because the only way to make conscious changes is to think about things that you do unconsciously. Now, a lot of the time you guys just do this stuff and but if you are intentional, and the only way to become intentional about something that you just do is to think about it. So you need to think about it, and I will continue to ask. Okay, so today is the start of our discipline training. Today we're going to kind of talk about the different things that we have in our policies and procedures for guidance and discipline. You have to know kind of the expectations for state licensing, our policies for our program, and what is there first before you can kind of go into your own style and what is expected out of you. So if you look at this discipline here, take a look at this page. And I want you to kind of read through the first 2 paragraphs. We'll talk about the bullets there. I'm going to have you guys actually read through, so I don't read this to you. The first 1, 2, 3, all the way through to, it starts with you on the 6th page. So let's pause the video, and I want you guys to read